Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Tim, back with another video. It's 2019. I promised y'all big things in 2019. One of the things I always say is I'm gonna introduce you to some of the cool, awesome, weird people that I meet in seasonal work. I already introduced y'all to Cyan. He was a big hit. And so, today, I am honored and blessed to have one of my really good friends. I was scared to ask her, could I interview her? Because I thought it might come off a little creepy. But, you know, she had nothing else to do, so she said yes. Ladies and gentlemen.
Don't have a life, it's fine.
Look, can I get through the intro? Yeah.
Apparently not.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Olive.
Hi, I'm Olive. And when you promise you big things, I'm only actually 5'2", so that's...
See, what we do here is we...
I have to work a short joke in.
I'm a professional, ladies and gentlemen, so despite the fact that she's going to try to trip me up whenever possible,
quite successfully,
we're going to get through this because I can overtalk her. I wanted to bring Olive on because my point of view is obviously mine. It's male. Cyan, a male, I believe. So I wanted to bring a female on and get her perspective about seasonal work and some other things. But first and foremost, Miss Olive, what made you kind of want to do like seasonal work?
It was kind of a necessity thing for me. So I graduated college from last December, but I didn't. Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. But I didn't walk in graduation until May, so I had 5 months. I was done with school. I wanted to go on an adventure somewhere. I had been looking at Cool Works for some reason. Okay, yeah, all right, calm down. So I've been looking at Cool Works, seeing like what kind of cool jobs that I could do because I just wanted to adventure. I've been stuck in one place for so long. I've been going to college for 4.5 years, which is a place where they tell you who to be and what to be and where you should go after. You should have a stable job and you should do this. And I'm also never one to fit in the box that they give you. But so I was looking at jobs and applying for jobs, and one of my friends who I went to school with actually grew up in Estes Park. So she told me about the YMCA, and she just said I would love it here and that it would be perfect for me. And yeah, so I applied, and that was it, basically.
Was it hard to like pack up, leave home, and come to like a new place?
It was the first time that I've ever like packed up like on my own. Like I went to college with my best friend, like that kind of thing. So it was exciting.
Oh, okay.
It was really exciting for me because like I'd never done something like that before, and I think I was in a place in my life, like mentally and just where I needed to go. Like I needed to get out. Like I didn't want to know what was going to happen the next day. Like I started driving and I didn't know where I was going to end up. Or like, or you know, I've never been to Estes Park before. So 14-hour road trip by myself.
Wow.
You know, heading across the country.
Where are you from again?
Missouri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Missouri. Okay.
So like I've been to Colorado before and I knew it was gorgeous. Like mountains are always my favorite place. So yeah, no, I was really excited because I was ready for an adventure. I was ready for something new. So yeah, and I have not regretted that ever. Nice.
I was gonna ask you, like, once you got here, did you? Was it the adventure you thought? Is it the adventure you thought?
Okay, the first. It was so funny because like talking to people like for like the week before that, and then even like the day before, I was like, you know, I want to find out who I am without people that I know around me, because expectations also like partly determine who you are, I believe.
That was deep, by the way.
Oh, thank you. What can I say? So I wanted to find out who I was without anyone around me. And so, you know, I wanted to be adventurous. Now I try new things. And the first night I got here, and like I checked in, I moved in, like I saw one person in the lobby and it was awkward as heck. And like I didn't go to dinner that night because I was like scared because I have, you know, I have anxiety. And I was like, the only thing I'd eaten that day was like a muffin. And so I was like, here I am. I was in my room that night. I was like, here I am, the adventurer, driving across the country. And I can't go to dinner because I don't know what to expect. I don't know where to go. Like, oh my gosh, I thought it was funny. And like, even the next morning, I didn't go to breakfast.
Wow. How long did it take you before you got something to eat?
I ate at lunch. The next day I went to work, you know? So I went to lunch, and like, that's when I met the actual people instead of just like, just not knowing anyone. So the people that I worked with, I don't even remember like who it was, but I just remember like once I met people, I just felt like I was part of life here, kind of.
How are the people here? We've heard Cyenne's take on it and mine.
Here.
How are the people here?
I think people in seasonal jobs are very unique because they're all searching for something. And so they're all very open people. And like, I love that because like I said, they're open. So like, it's not like we have cliques in here and here. You have people from all over the world. Well, yeah, actually world.
Yeah,
we have internationals. People from all over the country, all over the world, who are just here on their own, really. They all kind of did what I did. They packed up and moved. The first day I worked, I think I talked to Irene. You remember Irene?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She, in her 50s? I don't know. Maybe that's rude to say. She's
gonna watch this.
Older than 25. But who can really say? She's probably like 27.
She's gonna watch this. You're gonna get a Facebook message.
Irene, I'm sorry. I don't. It's rude to. Anyway, I'm sorry. Okay, but the cool thing was, you're the worst.
I didn't say it.
I'm the worst.
I said she was 23.
Okay. Wow.
Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You were with Irene.
Oh wow. Okay. So I just asked her where she came from, and basically like. I think she lived in New York, and she decided one day that she just didn't love her job anymore, and so she quit and she started working at national parks all around the country, and I thought that was really cool. So it's just cool to meet people of like mind, and it took a lot of the fear out of it. And then like here, with all the events and stuff, and the community I found at Hague, I think, at my dorm, it was really easy to just like become part of the community. So yeah.
Cool.
I think that answered your question.
I mean, it was close, but cool. I was looking for a little more. But
okay, what?
I do have a question for you that it was one that never really occurred to me, but I've had a couple people ask me it. So I wanted to ask you, as a female, doing seasonal work, a couple of people wanted to know, like, how were you treated? Was there any really like discrimination because you're a lady? Did any of that weird stuff? Like, if I was a female out there contemplating seasonal work, what would you tell me about like the treatment?
I would say that there's always going to be those people. There's always going to be that like one guy or one person who's just going to be like who is probably very insecure about himself, and so uses that to look down on others. But like as a whole, honestly, that's not something I've ever really encountered. Like I came here, they gave me a job to do, and they just said like, go do it. You know, I've been treated here as a very capable person, and what I like here is that like the quality of work that you do, like people notice.
Okay. Yeah.
And so the better you do, like the more responsibility you're given. And so it's very much like that. It's like you work hard, you're in. You don't work hard, you're still here, but like you're just kind of here. So I think that's what I've encountered. I don't know if I've ever been discriminated against as a woman. I don't think so. We have a lot of women working here. Like, honestly, a lot of seasonal workers are women. Just doing what I did, like going and searching for something new. So yeah, and like I said, like the people here are also very accepting and inviting. So it's not like we're looking for reasons to be separate. it's like we're a bunch of people who are probably used to being like kind of on, not the outskirts, but kind of different from everyone else.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So like everyone, we're like used to not fitting in, so we come here and then we like realize that we have that in common.
We can fit in with all the other people.
All the other weirdos who come here, yeah.
That's true. That's not saying you have to be weird to do seasonal work, but it helps.
Yeah, it makes it a lot of fun.
It really does help. Another question.
Yeah.
I just thought of this. Actually, no, I didn't. And when I say this, I'm not being sexist.
Okay.
But I asked Cyan about the work, but I would like a female perspective. Day-to-day housekeeping, like what is the workload like for you at the end of the day? Are you just like dead on your feet? Like you know?
The nice thing about housekeeping is you're always in a team. So like if you're in cabins, you have 4 or 5 people all caring and everything. If you're in lodge rooms, there's 2 of you that are partners that do different things. But even then, like, I mean, it always depends on the day. Like some days, yes, I'm very tired. And some days, like, I mean, it's not like I go right to sleep after work, you know, but, well, no, just kidding. I would never.
Do you go to sleep right after work?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I might take a nap sometimes though, because naps are from God.
That's going to sleep. But
okay, shut up. And this is your show. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead. Talk.
Okay.
Go ahead,
so
Olive.
The workload.
Just talk.
I'm trying. Okay, let me.
I'm professional.
Yeah.
What is this?
So the workload isn't bad, no. Like it's hard work, depending on the day. So like some days you have to get more done on your to-do list and some days you have less, and so it varies, but it's very manageable. And like you always have people around to help. It's not like you have to lift everything on your own or do whatever. So the pressure isn't all on you, which is really nice actually.
You don't have to do it all on your own.
Yeah, no.
Remember that.
Unless you want it done right.
Yeah, some days you. But yeah.
Some days.
That was, I kind of just wanted, like, if someone has like never done housekeeping before.
Oh yeah.
Do you think it's a job they could pick up quickly?
Yes.
And do?
Yes, if they're willing to work.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're willing to work, it's definitely a job you can pick up. You just find good people to train you. Always find good people. Yeah, he's one of them.
Did I not train you?
Nope. It was like
ha!
No.
You're supposed to say yes.
Oh well, I mean.
No, it's just
no. Yeah, I can't lie. I'm a horrible liar. Actually.
I was trying to figure out like the first day we worked together, and I couldn't remember.
I have no. Yeah, no.
I mean, I guess it was
because it was a long time before I worked with you. I think it was like I was in lodge rooms all the time. Like I was deep cleaning, and then I was still in lodge rooms, and I was like Deli, Esme, and Martha, and like not even Amber that much. But anyway.
I feel like, you know, you didn't make much of an impact, maybe. So.
Well, I'm here, aren't I?
I was just messing with it. Actually, Olive is like one of the best workers up there. Yeah, she's actually pretty good. I actually think she's gonna be one of the. I have this thing that's like you always train a replacement. So like.
You think I'm gonna be here longer than you?
No, but I feel like you might be a little better than me.
Oh. Yeah,
in some aspects of crew leading, because you're a better trainer than me. That's it. Not work.
Yeah, okay, no.
Not work wise.
I get that.
Not work wise.
Yeah. Yeah, those fast twitch muscles. Sorry.
We were having this discussion at lunch today about slow twitch and fast twitch muscles. And apparently I have fast twitch.
There's confusion about it.
Yeah, something about anaerobic and aerobic. She graduated college, so she knows all this stuff. Okay,
what
back
to what
were we talking about? I feel like we went on this whole little rant on our own. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. I know I had more questions to ask.
Okay, probably.
Okay, so we talked about the work. Okay. All right. Okay. Pros and cons. What's your favorite things about seasonal work, and then what do you hate about seasonal work? Or dislike? Hate's a very strong word.
Hate's a very strong word. I try not to hate things.
That's good.
What do I love? Oh, okay. This might be a little lame, but like both answers are the people.
That's good. That's good.
Because
That's
like
good.
I don't mind work, I don't mind cleaning. Like some days you don't want to wash another window, but like that's just how the day goes. But like for me, in my experience, jobs are made or broken by the people you work with.
Yeah,
and so that's actually it, because you could get stuck with the worst people and it's just an awful day. Or you know, but usually it's like, usually you have a mix and you have the best and the people that you don't always get along with. But not that, you know, I ever don't get along with people, but you know, so that would be my answer. It's always the people. But with seasonal work, people are always coming and going, you know. It's not like it's they're gonna be in your lives forever. So it's interesting to like see it in that way, because it puts it more into perspective. But also then that could bring up the thing of like your favorite people leave soon. Yeah. So it's seasonal work is interesting because of that aspect. Like people are always coming and going. But it could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on the person.
And then I'm always like, yeah, one bad person may leave, but another bad person is probably
gonna even out. It's gonna even out.
Like people get all excited, like, oh, he's gone. I'm like, just wait.
Just wait.
His clone will be back. This
was the thing we knew, and now we don't know what's gonna happen.
The unknown. Yeah.
Yep.
It's so, but that is interesting. The fluid nature of like seasonal work, because it is hard to like you know, you meet some people and then they're gone, and then, you know, but it is cool because then you have like a million friends around the world.
Everywhere. Yeah. That's really cool.
But then, you know, you never see them. I mean, I don't know. It's pros and cons. But that was a good answer. The people, I liked it. I want to pick your brain real quick. What would you say to someone around your age, debating about what to do with life?
Ooh.
Like just not sure. If they're watching this, I'm sure they probably have some leanings towards doing something adventurous, like you said. If they're kind of hesitant, like what would you say to someone just kind of teetering on that edge, who feels like they want something more out of life than just the normal life? Like what would be your advice? I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot.
No, that's okay.
But
I used to struggle a lot with indecisiveness, and I still do. Like sometimes I still just have to like make a decision and go with it. But back in college I was struggling to make some decisions, and so I called my brother actually, and he told me, he said, Liv, it doesn't matter what you do in your life, it matters how you live your life. And so that just that opened up a lot for me, because I had a lot of fear. Like I was like, what if I do the wrong thing? What if I go to the wrong place? What if I like close a door that will like break up so many more opportunities, you know? Because like also I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like almost done with college and not knowing what I wanted to do and freaking out about it, because what do I do, you know? But that's the thing, like that doesn't matter as much as how you do it. Like like we're in housekeeping, right? People aren't always gonna say that's like, oh, that's where I want to be in life, I want to be a housekeeper.
People are never gonna say that.
But people are not ever, because they're like, what kind of job is that? But it's like, that's not the point of life, to look at what you're gonna be doing. Because I mean, you always see some of the unhappiest people, or some of the richest people, or some of the CEOs, or some of the, because they die young because they're stressed out their whole life, and anyway, it matters how you live it, and you're in control of that. That's my favorite thing. Like just looking back over the past year and seeing all the choices I've made, where it's been like is this kind of scary? Yes. Am I gonna do it anyway? And do I have no idea what's gonna happen? Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. And you just gotta decide that's who you want to be. And that's the cool thing. You can decide who you want to be. Like, I don't know, that's wild to me because, yeah, you can go work in housekeeping, or you can go do some job that you might think is like a little crappy, but if it's in like a gorgeous place, or if you work with great people, like, or if you just keep working on yourself and the kind of person that you want to be, then I think that's what matters most.
Okay.
So, like, no matter what you do it well.
I like
That's what
that.
I would say.
I like that.
Yeah.
So you mentioned, like, yeah, it's scary. Like, you've done some things in the past year that were scary, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people always ask, like, how do you get over the fear? I feel like that's the big thing. Like, how do I get over the fear? It's scary. Like, I feel like sometimes someone can say, yeah, you just got it. But, like, how do you get over the fear? So what would be your advice on that?
Ooh.
I'm getting deep.
I struggle. How do I get over it? Like, fear is never gonna go away. That's my thing. Like, not ever. You just get better at adapting to it, realizing that it's the fear talking and not what it's in your heart, and being able to differentiate between that and realize that, like, fear only has a value of, like, hey, don't jump off that cliff because you might die, you know? Okay, like, that's what it's there for. It's not there for, like, hey, stay in your room and don't go anywhere because you might see people or have to deal with a new situation, because that's who we are. We're humans. We're supposed to explore. We're supposed to adapt. So fear is always going to be there. Like, I'm still terrified of making phone calls. Like, that's so stupid. But sometimes, like, as soon as, like, I hear this voice in my head that says, you're not gonna do that right now because it's terrifying, like, that's the moment I pick up the phone, like, without thinking. That's when you stop thinking and you just hit the button, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, I don't think you ever totally get over fear. But you realize its place and you realize that it doesn't have power.
That's what I always,
Yeah. That's my biggest thing.
I'm always saying, like, yeah, fear is supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you said, it's the thing that says, hey, don't do that, you might hurt yourself. But it's not supposed to, I'll always, like, equate it to, like, say I'm a king and I have a personal advisor. Like, fear is my personal advisor.
Yeah.
If I say, hey, I want to do this, you know, he whispers in my ear, hey, maybe we shouldn't do that, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But I'm still the king. I still make the decision. Like, I can be like, shut up, fear. We're still doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, in the same analogy, many times in history, there was always, like, weak monarchs and their personal advisor, like, really ran.
Yeah.
I feel like fear can do that to you. Like, fear can be in control of your life, but you are the monarch. Like, you're the king, you're the queen. You just have to be like, shut up, I'm not. Cool, that was.
Yeah.
I knew you'd have good insight on it. So, for some reason, this camera of mine likes to cut out after like 24 minutes, and I don't want to do no editing, so we're gonna stop here. But it's gonna be a part 2. There's always a part 2. So if you enjoy,
exciting! I didn't know that.
there's gonna be a part 2. Hope you didn't have plans to go anywhere, because it's gonna be a part 2. But
bed. It's almost 8 o'clock.
Still wore out from work.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, stay tuned for part 2. If you have any questions for Olive, leave them in the comment box below. Thanks for watching.